Here we have verse 26 of the 10th chapter of the Gospel of John. Jesus in a conversation, apparently with religious leaders who've been trying to put a kind of yes or no question to him, almost like a cross-examination situation. Give us a simple answer, yes or no, are you or are you not the Christ? And Jesus, of course, knows that the question is intended as a trap, and that regardless of how he answers it, it's going to be used by them as some kind of basis to try to accuse him or otherwise try to embarrass him because of various ideas that are associated with acknowledging or stating that you are the Christ. And so Jesus really answers their question by simply telling them that he has answered to them in the past, and they weren't willing to accept what he said, and that his works have also given testimony to the answer to that, and they haven't had any proper recognition of the significance of those works either. And now Jesus gets to the heart of the matter as to why it is that they're so challenged when it comes to the problem of trying to recognize his response, and that's what we have here. Allah, the strong conjunction now, Allah, but humes, present to give emphasis to it, but you, emphasizing you, the negation pistuita, from pistuo, I believe, second person plural, present active indicative, but you do not believe. I've given you this information, I've given you substantive proof of the answer that you're seeking, but you don't believe it. You're not in a state of mind to actually recognize its truth. And then he gives the reason, hoti, which can mean that or because. Context determines. Here it means because uk, again the negation, same as this, uk este. This is from ami, I am, second person plural, present active indicative, because you not, that is, you are not, ek, preposition takes the genitive, here's the genitive neuter article, because you are not of the probaton. This is a word we've seen before. Probaton is the word for sheep. Here it's the genitive plural, because you are not of the sheep. And then with emphasis, tone, which follows this as well, the sheep, the of me, amon, the possessive pronoun there. You don't believe. The reason you don't believe is because you are not of my sheep. Again, it stands for the idea that those who have faith simply because they belong to Christ, that they are already part of his sheepfold, and those that are not part of the sheepfold, those who don't belong to Christ, are blind to him. It's as Jesus said to Nicodemus, unless a man is born again, he can't see the kingdom of God, let alone enter it. He cannot even see it as something to be entered. You already, in a sense, have to belong to Christ in order to recognize the truth of his voice. Jesus says, my sheep hear my voice. My sheep recognize what I say of myself, and those who are not my sheep are fully blind to it.